Welcome to online examination system Eklavvya.in. Eklavvya.in is an online assessment and knowledge management solution used by many corporate professional training institutes and universities to conduct assessments, aptitude tests, psychometric tests, and personality tests. The platform provides flexibility to define online assessment with various attributes like negative marking, random questions, and variable marking. You can conduct assessment using computer, mobile, or tablet devices. There is a facility to conduct offline assessments which can be synced with the main system after the assessment is complete. It is a useful tool for conducting assessment along with remote proctoring. You can conduct online video streaming or can capture photographs of the candidate after certain time intervals during online exam process. Remote proctoring helps to keep a track on overall activities of the candidate during online exam process. It is possible to conduct assessment process using a tablet to manage offline mode exam process. Let us take a look at the features of the system. You can conduct online aptitude tests to understand problem solving, reasoning ability of the individual. Personality tests are suitable to know the nature of the person. Many multinational companies and institutes are using this method to select the right candidates. You can also define online test series. It can be very useful for the preparation of various competitive exams. You can also conduct exams in multiple languages. It is useful to eliminate the barrier of conducting online exams in English for rural areas. There is a facility to conduct subjective exams where candidates can type answer for theory question. You can also define your own custom assessment. The solution supports objective and subjective question bank management. You can use the system to define various types of questions including true and false type questions, fill in the blanks, and multiple choice objective questions. If you wish to have questions on certain graphics, mathematical symbols, then it can be managed very easily. We also have innovative technology of remote proctoring. Using this technology, it is possible to monitor remote candidates appearing for the exam. You can monitor and can also initiate live chats with the candidates. In this manner, online examination can be invigilated using web camera attached to the system. You can define online exam with a specific pattern. If you wish to conduct an exam with negative marking, defining passing marks criteria, then it is possible in the system. You can also define online exam based on certain subjects, topics, and difficulty levels. Examination questions can also be randomized from the available pool of question bank based on predefined criteria. Online examination results can be analyzed with all analytics support. You can download exam result in Excel. You can get topic-wise results of a batch as well as an individual. Analytical data of overall batch performance, minimum, average, maximum scores can also be generated. You can also download results based on ranking. It is possible to design custom reports as per your requirements. We also have knowledge management section. There is a facility to upload and share documents in a secure way. You can upload one or more documents and share it with the batch. Registered candidates can read the documents, but it cannot be downloaded. It is useful if you wish to share educational notes, instructions, or knowledge-based articles. Our platform is highly scalable and secure. The entire information is stored in encrypted format along with the encrypted communication technology. We provide secure browser technology which is useful to prevent users from opening any other window during online examination activity. Our solution can also be deployed as white label solution. There are very simple steps to subscribe and get started. You can register and upload your question bank and define the examination pattern. Assign candidates for the exam and get started with your online examination process. Our platform has been implemented successfully by many multinational companies, educational institutes, and universities. We have credible feedback and testimonials from people working across industries. We have incorporated all the best practices in our system. Let's walk through various administrative features of our solution. Now, I have logged in as administrator of the system. Now you can see the dashboard. You can see current exam credits available for your login, your subscription and end date. In the right-hand corner, you can see the total number of active users appearing for the exam. It is a live counter. It gets auto-updated as the number of active users increases or decreases. You can also check total number of registered users of the system. Apart from those details, you can see details of each exam along with its analytics. Let us start with the menu option question bank. As you can see, it has sub-menu items of subject, topic, question type, objective questions, etc. Let us start with subject. Subject is a top-level entity. If you are considering to import English language question bank, then top-level entity subject could be named as English. Each subject can have one or more topics associated with it. If you have entered top-level entity subject as English, then its topic could be reading comprehension, tense, grammar, synonyms, etc. You can create subject using subject management feature available under question bank section subject. There is a facility to create a subject. I am creating a subject named English here. After clicking on the Save button, the subject named English is saved in the system. I can delete the existing subject. I can also use the Import feature to add multiple subjects in the system. Topics in the second menu item. I can create topics from the Topic menu section available under the question bank. It is similar to subject management. You can define one or more topics associated with the subject with facility of delete and bulk import as shown on the screen. I am creating one topic under the subject English here. Next attribute for managing your question bank is question type. It is an additional custom attribute useful to define the question type. There is a facility to create new question types and delete question types. You can have question types like MCQ, conceptual question, definition-oriented question, etc. The next thing is managing objective questions in the system. You can visit Question Bank section, Objective Questions section. You can see the following screen. You can click on the new link to enter single objective question. Enter the following details to define the objective question. Subject name. Select one of the subjects associated with the question. Topic name. Select topic name. Question text. If it is a text-based question, then you can type it here. Question type. Select the question type from the drop-down list. Difficulty level. There are 5 difficulty levels. You can select one of the difficulty levels. Answer options. You can enter up to 5 answer options. Minimum 2 options are needed. Image. If the question has included any image, then it can be uploaded here. Sound. If the question has any sound file to be played, then it can be uploaded here. After clicking on the Save button, your objective question would be saved in the system. There is a facility to upload objective questions in bulk. You can click on the Import link as shown. You would be redirected to the following screen. Here, you can download the question template. This template opened right now. Question. You can add question text here. Answer 1. You can add the first answer option for multiple choice questions. Answer 2. You can add the second answer option for multiple choice questions. Answer 3. You can add the third answer option for multiple choice questions. Answer 4. you can add the fourth answer option for multiple choice questions. Answer 5. You can add the fifth answer option for multiple choice questions. Correct option. You can define the correct option. Difficulty level. We have difficulty levels of 1 to 5. You can define difficulty level rating for the question. Marks. You can define marks allotted for the question. Topic. Name of the topic to which this question belongs. This topic should be defined in the system. Question type. Type of the question. It should be defined in the system. After preparing the Excel with all questions entry, you can log in to the system and go to the Question Bank section, Objective Questions menu, and click on Import. If your Excel template and entries are valid, then all questions will be imported in the system. As you can see, successful import message would be shown on the screen. Similar to objective questions, you can import subjective questions as well. There is a menu option to manage subjective questions. The next thing would be managing exam pattern. Considering that you have a defined question bank with subject, topic, objective or subjective questions, now it is the time to define the exam pattern. Click on the Create Exam. Please note, before exam creation, you should have completed question bank related activities and your online question bank should be ready. On Create Exam, you can see the screen. Define name of the exam. I'm entering exam name here. Next is Allow Instant Score View. If you set this field to yes, the candidate can view the exam score after the completion of the exam. If you set it as no, then the candidate would not be able to see the score after completion of the exam process. Next is Time for each question. There is a facility to define a timer for each question. If you wish to set a timer for each question, then you can enable it, or if you wish to keep the timer for entire examination, then you can disable it. The next is randomized questions. If you wish to have different question papers for each candidate, then you can enable this field. If your exam is for 50 questions and your question bank has 200 questions, then the system would select 50 set of questions based on the exam pattern for each exam. Next is Allow Variable Marking. This option would enable you to set different marking exams. If you want to have an exam with, say, 20 1-mark questions, 20 2-marks questions, 5 3-marks questions, then you can enable it. If you want that each question should have the same marks, then you can set it as no. The next is Allow Candidate to Review Exam. If you set this field to yes, the candidate can see his or her answers along with the correct answer after the completion of the exam. If you are conducting practice exam, then you can allow candidates to review the exam. But if it is an entrance test or some selection test, then review exam can be disabled. The next is Total Time. Here, you can define total time allotted for the exam, say 60 minutes. The next is Allow Question Navigation. If you set this field to yes, the candidate will be able to move questions. That is, he or she can be able to view any question by using next, previous, navigation buttons. If you set this as no, then the question navigation would be disabled and the candidate would need to follow system-defined question sequence. Next is Select Exam Type. Here, you can select exam type as objective, subjective, or combination of objective and subjective questions. The next is Marks per question. Assign marks per question. It is applicable when you want each question to have same marks in the exam. The next is negative marking. You can set negative marking for wrong questions. You can enable or disable it as per your requirement. If I enable it, then additional text box is shown to enter total marks to be deducted from each wrong answer. The next is image capture. Enable this if you want to capture images, photographs of the candidate appearing for the exam. You can mention the time interval for capturing photographs, for example, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, etc. This is useful when you want to track the user while appearing for the exam. When the candidate appears for the exam, the system takes a snapshot of the candidate using web camera attached to the system. Now I am moving to next navigation screen. Next is subject and topic selection. Here you can define one or more subjects and its associated topics as exam syllabus. You can define the number of questions to be included for each subject. System would show the total number of available questions in the system. You need to select number of questions to be included in the examination. Here, I am selecting 3 subjects and its relevant questions as part of my exam. The next is question type and difficulty level. Similarly, you need to select appropriate question type and difficulty level for the question bank. I'm selecting difficulty level and question types here. Next is passing marks. You can also enter the passing marks of this exam and click on the Calculate Marks button as shown. The system would show you the total marks of the exam. After this step, you can click on the Generate Exam button. Your exam would be generated after this step. You can see the details of the exam in the Exam Master Grid. As you can see, your exam is being created and visible in the Exam Master Grid. You have the option to view details, edit exam, view question paper, etc. The next step for online examination process is exam scheduling. For any online exam, you can define one or more schedules. A schedule is the examination window. A candidate must appear for the exam within the schedule window. I have opened the screen for defining examination schedule. As you can see, you can enter exam start date and time along with exam expire date and time. The exam cannot be started prior or after schedule. This way, you can define multiple schedules of the exam. We have facility to schedule exam timing according to the time zone as well. If you wish to conduct an exam in multiple time zones, then you can easily define multiple schedules with different time zones. The next step after defining your schedule is to define candidates who are going to appear for the assessment. Candidate Data Management. Now I am moving to the screen Candidate Data. The first step for entering candidate data is defining the batch. A batch can be considered as logical entity. There is a facility to define a new batch and edit the existing batch. I am creating a new batch here. The next step is adding candidate data in the system. Go to Menu, Candidate section, Candidate Data. You can see the screen. Click on Import Link. You can get Download Template link to download Excel template of the candidate list. This is the Excel format of the template. I'm opening the Excel here. You can fill details of the candidate information in the Excel and upload information in the system. I'm entering candidate email, name, mobile number and roll number. After saving this Excel file, I need to upload it. As you can see, I'm selecting the file and uploading it. The system is showing message of successful upload. This way, you can import bulk records of the candidates who are going to appear for the exam. The next step is assigning candidates for the exam. Assign candidate to exam. If you have defined your exam along with the schedule, the next step is to assign a candidate or a batch to the schedule. You can visit Candidates section Assigned to Exam as shown on the screen. Here you can select the name of the exam and its associated schedule. There is a facility to assign the exam schedule to a batch or an individual candidate. Here I have selected one exam and schedule. I am assigning this exam to one candidate. As soon as you assign an exam schedule to a candidate, an automated email and SMS communication is initiated with the candidate informing about the exam schedule. A candidate can log in to the system and can appear for the exam within the scheduled window of online exam. Similarly, I can assign schedule to the entire batch as well. Exam Result Management. As shown on the screen, you can visit Candidate Results section to check and analyze the results of the exam. Select name of the exam and relevant schedule from the drop-down. You can see the screen showing results of all candidates related to a particular selected schedule. Click on the scorecard link of individual candidate from the grid to see individual score. You can download the result in the PDF format. You can see detailed result with total number of attempted questions, total time allotted for the exam. You can even see topic-wise performance of the candidate. You can also click on the export link to get the result of the entire batch. I have downloaded result of entire batch. Here you can see total score of each candidate based on each topic. You can also check ranking of the individual along with the total time taken to complete test and pass-fail status. Eklavvya supports analytics to get details of group performance for the particular test. If one of the online exam has 80 questions, then the performance of 100 candidates across each question can be known using question-wise analysis result report. If a particular question has been answered correctly by 60 candidates and incorrectly by 40 candidates, then it can be considered as a moderate question. If a particular question is answered correctly by all the candidates, then it can be considered an easy question. This report can provide you the insight to group analysis of the result. For online exams, you can do the analysis of individuals as well as the whole batch using the following data points. 1. Individual ranking of the exam result. System generates individual ranking based on total score of the candidate during the online exam. 2. Pass-fail status. You can see status of the individual candidate based on examination scoring criteria. 3. Minimum, maximum and average score. You can see minimum, maximum and average score of the batch of a particular online exam. I am opening exam analytics record of the schedule. As you can see, you can get counts of average score, maximum score achieved along with other details like number of pass-fail candidates, absent candidate count, etc. 4. Topic-wise performance of the candidate. A particular exam may have one or more topics. Candidate result can be analyzed based on performance of the individual topic, total questions attempted, total correct questions, total incorrect questions, etc. 5. Question-wise performance of the whole batch. You can see the overall batch performance related to individual questions. For example, if in the batch of 100, a particular question is wrongly answered by more than 90 candidates, then it can be an indicator that the topic is not clear with the batch or the question is incorrect. If you need custom report, then it can be customized according to the requirement. The next important feature is related to knowledge management. In this section, I can upload documents like presentations, PDF files. I can also upload videos and share with individual candidate or entire batch. I am navigating in Document Type section. Here, I can define classification of the documents. It is custom defined, so I can define it as per my requirement. Let's consider I'm adding document type as entrance exam. So, I can add all documents related to entrance exam under this section. Candidates appearing for the entrance exam can refer to those documents. Next is Upload Document section. Here, I can upload one or more documents to be shared. I'm uploading one of the documents under type Entrance Exam. I'm also selecting batches for sharing the document. As you can see, the document is uploaded and it is also shared with the relevant group of candidates. Next section is related to videos. In this section, I can upload videos and share them with relevant candidates. The next important feature is related to activity logs. Online exam logs. We have defined online examination security and audit logging. It is useful while analyzing the exams. You can check details of activity performed by the administrator as well as the individual candidate while appearing for the online examination process. Here, I'm showing a process to check logs for admin. As you can see, you can select individual user to see the details of an activity performed using individual login. You can also export log details. Please note, only super admin is able to view details of the log. Here, I have opened activity log of one of the admin user. You can see detailed activity of the user. You can click on Export link to download log file. All the activities like subject creation, question edit, exam creation, candidate creation is logged. You can also see detailed activity log of the candidate appearing for the exam. You can check it from Candidate Log section as shown on the screen. I can click on individual candidate to see examination activity. You can also check IP address, internet speed of the candidate's machine when the exam activity is active. All the details like question navigation, attempt is logged in the system. Thank you for watching this video. I have explained most of the features available in our system. Our system can also be customized as per your requirements. We can also update workflows if needed. Our solution can be hosted in your environment. Please contact us if you have any query or want to schedule an online demo.